We are in Paris, and this is Camille.
Hello.
Hello. And you have got your type.
Yes.
You want to share it?
So it's double feminine, SEFI, consume, play, blast, and sleep last.
Yes. So tell us, how did you react?
I was shocked, to be honest. I thought I was TI-NE, so, or NETI maybe.
Right.
But not at all. The FI and didn't really shock me because I kind of knew I was a DI.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought I knew because usually when I have a tidal wave, I know it's coming from me and not from others. So to me, I felt like all the programs, I was creating my own programs and it was not coming from outside. So it felt like the pressure was on me.
Interesting.
And also because I have been told before, you have too much of a high standard, like it's not realistic. Why are you putting so much pressure on yourself? So all of this stuff that have been told to me, that's DI. And also like the tidal wave that D have, which is I'm doing everything for others, and nothing is, and no one is seeing that. I didn't really have it. Right. It was too rare, and like I could maybe use 1 or 2 anecdotes and 3, but usually whenever I feel that, I just stop doing. Okay, it's my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, and that's
right. It. Yeah. So the DI wasn't really a shock to you.
No, the DI was not a shock.
But the F, the feeling, because you thought you were T.
Yes, but initially when I started being interested in OPS, I thought I was a FI.
Oh.
And then a friend was, no, I think you're TI. I was like, okay, well, it's fine, it's okay. So I changed it. But so it was not, but I think it's complicated to have FI because it's so illogical. Like, how do you move? I remember there was a video on the girl from GammaTalks, Sansa. I don't remember, like Sophie Turner, I think it's her name. And she was saying that she used to believe everything on the internet about her, and then she just stopped believing it. And it was like, oh, well, how do you do that? That's
she just decided to stop.
She just decided. And this is odd, like, how do you decide?
She moved her feelings somehow.
Yes, exactly. So how do you move your FI? I think
David Shan often talks about like listening to motivational talk, music, like that moves your feelings.
Oh, okay.
Working with this kind of, not logical thing, but something that is affecting you from some other angle, like not thoughts. Which is kind of weird to me.
It is. I don't know exactly how I can do that, but that's. And then the real shock was the SE. I thought I was bad at SE. I thought I was not. I didn't know. For me, SE was the guy who do lots of sports and makeup and stuff like this, and I didn't.
And yours is feminine also, so it's not the jumping over the fence kind of SE that we often hear about. But I can say what I have observed, like just this little while that we have been getting to know each other here in Paris. Like, so we are in your office right now.
Absolutely.
And
this is the post-it behind, because I'm a writer. That's also why I thought I was and something, because I write.
You write, so you have to be intuitive.
Yes, exactly. That's what I thought, but no.
I think it's amazing because now we are channel changing, but when you're writing and you're describing a lot of sensory, like that's my problem. When I write, I don't write like professionally just for fun. I do not really have the ability to describe the sensory. It's more like the overview. But then it becomes kind of boring because there are no details,
But I understand, because sometimes I give feedback to other people, because when you write, we don't see exactly where we're at. Where are we physically? Can you be more specific? Can you, like in your writing?
People say that to you?
No, I say that to them when I give them notes. Usually it's like it's not clear.
Maybe they are
Oh my
closer
God.
to my type.
Like this is not clear. What do you
Disaster.
Yeah, be more precise, be more precise. And
I mean, who wants to watch a TV series with no details? That's not
Yeah.
fun, you know?
I mean, maybe you can write books and be not very detailed, and like you can write books and stay abstract. But in TV series, it's complicated because it's going to be it's
a lot
it's
of
a work
detail.
that's going to be you're going to hand it over to the director. So it needs to be as specific as possible.
Yeah.
So it understands and doesn't go in every direction. Or maybe that's the end. I don't know that.
No, I think that's actually true. By the way, just now we're talking a lot about info. So something I saw with you, even if I didn't type you fully, but I saw the info because we're talking a lot about stuff, you know, what's going on with work, how are you writing, how do you get there, how do you, you know, teach others, how have you learned to do the stuff? I was like, but who is Camille? Like, this is so typical info. Like it's all about the info, and the person is like coming later, like getting to know each other on a more personal level. That's secondary somehow. So the info is first.
But you connect with the info?
Yeah, you connect with the info, while the energy DOMs, they connect, you know, in a different way, not with the info. It's more on a personal level right away without the info.
But so
yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, how does that work?
See, you want to have the info again. No, I'm telling you.
But
Your info.
Yes. That's damn it. But it feels like, okay, the thing is, I've been like watching many videos on OPS for months.
Yeah.
And then I got my tab, and then I think like I know nothing anymore. And like, damn it, all of this stuff I've been like learning and taking in, and then and I'm so confused.
Yeah.
It's so different. And I feel like I have to rewatch everything and relearn everything and take in more more information about
from every
and
angle,
yes,
like so you don't miss anything.
But
that's so info dumb.
But
like
I can see it, and like, oh my god, this is so much. Like it's gonna take me years to figure this out.
Yeah,
it's never ending.
I think it's really cool to be that respectful of the information, because that's where we energy DOMs, we screw up because we miss, you know, the precise info, and so we have to kind of do it all over again because we missed the first time and even sometimes the second time, you know. So yeah, that's the void for the energy DOMs.
But then sometimes, I don't know, maybe you have this, but I cannot take a decision because I feel like I don't have enough information to take the decision in a...
Yeah, that's the thing where you can get a little bit stuck as an info DOM. I think you're just pinging the info back and forth, and maybe I could refine it a little bit more, maybe I can take in a little bit more. And, you know, well, what's happening in reality? But I mean, you are getting things done.
Yes, in work anyway.
Yes.
Like it's yes, I don't know why, because maybe I decided I wanted to be a showrunner, and I put everything to make it happen.
Your masculine NI was like, this is the one thing I want to do. Showrunner, that was the only thing on your list?
Yes. It's like, I'm gonna be a showrunner. I want to do Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then I made everything work to get to that point. And then when it happened, I decided I need a new life goal, and I set one for myself.
That's so cool.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I was 19 when I decided to be a showrunner, and then I became a showrunner. So now I have a new goal, which is to write 5 different books and turn them into TV series or film. It's gonna take me 10 years. This is an idea.
How many years is it gonna take?
I think I gave myself 20 years, because you have.
So you're writing the first book now.
Yes,
and then you have 4 to go after that.
Yes.
I think this is so awesome. So you are not really stuck. You are getting a lot of things done in a way.
Yes.
With the information.
Yeah, but that's in NI, right?
Yeah, that's
a long-term goal.
Yeah, and I think
that's why I thought I was and something.
Lead intuition. But I can only say from what I have seen today that there is a lot of SE that I don't have. I'm so impressed by that because there have been, to me, so many unexpected things, but it's not a problem. It's great. I enjoy it. But it's like, to you, no, what did I do? To you, it's like breathing air. So what did she do? He didn't do much. I mean, just that things are like slightly, plans are always slightly changed. And I was also a reason to that because I was late, which I am usually. But just to like, oh, by the way, there are some friends coming, and oh, by the way, I'm gonna have a work meeting here. Oh, we're going to your office. Oh, I thought we were meeting at a cafe. It's okay. I mean, that's fun.
But
I'm on holiday in Paris. I love this.
In my defense, you said you wanted to bring the computer, and I thought, oh, the coffee is not going to be the right place.
I think it's
so awesome. That's why I updated the plan.
Yes, and that update is what I would need to do too. Like, so that's the problem with AI. We get things planned, but we are not really planning as we go. So we are not updating fast enough, which was awesome because you were just like, okay, she needs to charge the battery. We need to have a quiet place. The cafeteria is not good enough. You were just like scanning, taking in information like, okay, this is not quiet. Alexa needs to charge because we got that information down the line. So you were just adapting. And that's something that is to us very chaotic. It's like, not that you are doing it, but if I would have to do it, it would be really chaotic for me because, oh no, I have to like make a new plan and I have to update my old plan. And it has to be fast because there is a work meeting coming up soon, you know, like, and you're just doing it and you're not even aware. It's like really so relaxed, so natural, so obvious. That's savior state.
Okay, yes, I didn't see that savior state.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I mean, I need to what? Yes, it's true that.
And for me, it's just beautiful to watch because I'm not doing that as fast. And I'm like,
you are going with the flow with really well.
Yes,
I came to the coffee with me. You came here, and but maybe it's the FE. She was very nice.
Yes, it's the FE. I do have FE SE play, but it's third. But since I'm on vacation and I have planned for chaos because vacation is chaos. So that's like these 2 weeks are going to be chaotic and that's fine because that's part of the plan. Then I'm going to go with the flow. Like, you know, so I'm a crazy OI planning for chaos. Do you do that? Like today it's going to be so chaotic. I have to make a plan for the chaos.
Yes, I think it happens.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a work thing. I don't know if it's right, but I mean, this guy, I was working with someone who was always late. Yeah. But I don't mind when you're late and you say I'm going to be late, but he was like saying every 5 minutes I'm coming, he was not coming. So I was stuck. I couldn't do anything. I felt like I was a prisoner and I at his mercy, and he was driving me nuts. I was trying to understand why he was doing that. So maybe he didn't like the time we were meeting. Maybe it was too. Then I feel that, and then I realized he didn't give a shit. So I ended up having to. Well, I mean, I cried. So, but it was very efficient, and it was always
crying helps.
Yes, it's effective, an effective method.
What was his reaction to that?
To Grace, I promise never again will I be late, and he was never late again.
So, how did you feel about crying out in the open? Like,
I couldn't control it because it was a build-up for months and months. I was trying to find different ways to make it work, and then I couldn't.
But when it finally happened, like, and you couldn't control it, like, was it okay, or did you regret it, or did you feel like
I felt mad at him?
You were mad?
Yes, because it was like he's the one who's making me cry.
Yeah. So the problem wasn't that you were crying, but the problem was that he made you mad.
And also the fact that it's more like I was mad at myself for not being able to control myself.
Yeah,
I think that was the big, and I was mad at him because he was
right
doing that. So it was.
But I don't hear now. Also, I don't hear that you're saying that the worst thing is to cry in front of other people.
There's no plan, not plan at all.
No, it just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see him build up like, no, I'm gonna cry quick. I need to find a way. I'm not crying, and it doesn't work. Like, and I said, I think I'm gonna cry. That's shang. It's not like this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that method. It's a very good trick. Yeah. What else can we say about processing your type? You will need some time to just land on this. Do you think you will? Can you already see the type? Do you think you will land on this type, like accept it, or?
I think I will only accept it if I can work on my main issues, which is my anxiety issues, because I have
anxieties.
Yes, I think it's coming from the NF masculine sleep.
The sleep last, which is NF. Yeah, right.
And this is what's causing me. And then if it works out, if I can improve myself or make it or get it under control or somehow, then I will. Okay, this is because what matters is it useful? Is it going to be helpful
in the real world?
Yes.
Not theoretically in the abstract.
Yes. Does it work? Okay, it works. Then it's good. I accept the type if it works.
Okay, so let's see if it works. Then you kind of believe in your type and maybe even more in the open system. That would be kind of valid information because it's applicable in the real world.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's exactly that. Thank you.
Interesting. Yeah, I like that. Like try it and then believe it.
Yes.
Very essence.
Oh no. But I mean, if it doesn't work in reality, then is it true?
Yeah. That's a good question. I'm just thinking of how I do it, and I think it doesn't have to work for me personally, but I need to see a pattern of like an overall pattern where I can see that it works
for everyone.
Or the majority. Like it's pointing towards this. Okay, there may be some truth in it. That's very possible.
Yes, but the thing is, I feel like you can recognize in almost each type. Like if someone had a me or TINE, like why not? And what's wrong with what is the demon of TINE? That's that. Okay, maybe that's my problem, and I will work on it.
Yeah.
And just
that's a very, very relevant question. I like that question because it's actually also, I think it's called an opinion was saying something confirmation bias.
Yes.
Right. So you get a type and then you're kind of starting to look for everything that the type really means.
Yes.
So you can't really believe it until it's working in the real world, because then I'm trying to see from your perspective.
If it's placebo, but if it works, it doesn't matter if it's placebo because it will work.
Yeah, it's still working.
Yeah, I mean placebo works 20% of the time, so it is something that is. But
that's good. So maybe this is placebo.
Maybe it is, but if it works, that's what really matters.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that too. So
if it helps you and help others, if you can help also other people with their anxiety or other problems they have, then it's that's in the end that's what really matters.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's not TI, so maybe the TI will say no, it has to
what
work.
Works what works. Like, if this works, let's use it. If it doesn't work, let's use something else. That's T. That's very T.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's interesting because it's so practical and so useful, and I think in a way also saving a lot of time and energy, which I like as an energy dom, because if it doesn't work, it's okay to throw it away. Like TI isn't really that, you don't let things go as easily. It's like, okay, now I have to figure out why it didn't work and what works instead. And then I can let go of the old. And it's tedious and it takes time.
But like, in T is like going through okay, not working. This works.
It's a superpower. It's really, look at David Shan with SCT play, the same as you have. and they found the OP system. So
Yes,
it's very useful.
but it's very useful. The ST is very useful when you doing a writer's room or when you're working with lots of people because you're
Yeah.
going through the ideas very fast.
Tell us more about that. Do you have time, like a minute or
What time is
two?
it? Mm,
You don't.
No, not really.
You have
Maybe
your
in
meeting.
another
Yeah.
another
Next-
episode.
Let's make a second episode with Camille. So Camille, thank you for
You're welcome. If you
inviting
have
me to.
writing tips, then you guys can ask me.
Thanks. We will.
If people want to, I don't know if there are writers in the APS or
Yeah.
people who want to write.
I think there is a Facebook page for people who are interested in writing in the OPS community, actually.
I'm missing lots of information still. And I've been doing that for months.
I'll share that with you after.
So, thank you.
Okay, we will continue. To be continued.
To be continued.